If you don't choose your next chapter, somebody else will.
Believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
The moment you stop asking yourself, what do I want next? You give someone else permission to answer that question. Each of us, if we want to maximize our success in the seat that we're sitting in or the seat that we aspire to sit in, we should always be thinking about what's the next thing. Now, you don't do that to the exclusion of mastering the role that you're in right now. You should always be focused on excellence for whatever you're doing now. But you should also leave some time in your calendar every single week, if only 15 or 20 minutes, and say, what might I think about doing next? Take inventory of what you already know, the skills you have. Take inventory of the experiences you have had. And now start to think about the context that's around you. What might I want to learn? How should I invest in the next thing? Certainly, right now, people are thinking about how might I accelerate my learning around artificial intelligence. What platforms should I think about? What kinds of questions should I ask it? Should I be thinking about even creating my own videos? How do I want to think about leveling up with respect to artificial intelligence? Because there's no debate that it is changing the way we live, the way we think, the way we engage right now. And if you think about how fast it has already evolved since 2023, you can only imagine how fast things are going to move between 2026 and 2028. So think about, what do I want next? What do I need next? If I think about whether I am competitive today, what might I need to be exposed to learn in order to be competitive with where I think things are going in my industry? We have so much information around us now. Transparency has been key for at least a decade. Companies are being transparent about where they're going, where they're investing, how they are investing, how they are competing. All you have to do, especially if you work for a public company, is listen to the quarterly announcement. Every CEO talks about its quarterly performance to the institutional investors. Just listen. They're going to talk about where they did well, where they are leading, how they are investing, how their strategy is evolving, how they are performing relative to the strategy that they articulated last year. That gives you inordinate information about where your organization is going and what you must do in order to remain competitive and value add and a must have asset in your organization. If you work for a private company, even private companies or nonprofit organizations, they produce annual reports. They're telling their stakeholders about their competitiveness. They're talking about other people who are in the marketplace. They're talking about the investments and the advancements that they want to make over the next year. That gives you a blueprint for what you need to be thinking about next if you want to remain in that organization and if you want to remain competitive. I always say that one of the most profound reasons that you should be thinking about what do I want to do next is you might find yourself in the elevator with your CEO. And that person may not only say, hey, give me your name again, or what area are you in? They may say to you, especially if you say, I've been here for the last 15 years, or I've been here for the last 5 years, they might say, and what do you want to do next? You never want to be without an answer if you are fortunate enough to get that question from somebody who can make it happen for you. So always ask yourself, what next? What next? And have an answer to the question, but more importantly, have a plan for how you're going to get to the what next and how you're going to remain or become competitive. Go get them.